Day 2. We are live. Day 2. And welcome to you in the replay. Because I saw many of you watched the replay yesterday, either here in the group or on YouTube. All is fine. Know that we take you with us into the energy. Yeah. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. We are live, and I'm just going to wait a moment for people to enter if you want to join live. And again, if you can't, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. If you are live, please let me know that everything is going okay. I can't see the comments. And I see that you are reacting, but I can't see it. And I don't have my laptop. Silly me. Well, then we are going to do it without the comments. Or shall I go grab my laptop for 1 second? I will do that. That feels better. 1 second. So, yes, and maybe that's for the best. Because if you ever think about joining my world, this is my world. It's not perfect. Far from perfect. Because that's not how it has to be anyway, to be successful. Who needs perfection? So, now we have to wait for me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thank you for everyone who sent a message yesterday and this morning. Know that I read them all. Yes, sound is good. Well, then let's go. Again, thank you for being here live. If you're watching the replay, as many of you did, I was really amazed about how many people watched the replay. I knew many of you would because you always sent me these messages and I like that. It's not necessary, let me say that. It's not necessary to let me know that you are not live and that you will watch a replay, but yeah, we are all human, and I always appreciate a human kind of way of doing business. I think that's one of the things maybe that's wrong with this industry, is that the bigger the business, the less human, or the less heart, of the less connection. I don't know how to say it. And I think maybe we can bring something new there, that the bigger the business, the more connection. The bigger the business, the more love. The bigger the business, the more human. Well, I hope you bring all these things from the beginning. But at least, let's say, the bigger the business doesn't mean less human, less connection. Because one of my older clients, past clients, sent me this message this morning, and she said, I appreciate that you thought of blah, blah, blah. I will not say what I thought of because that's private, but I think we are all humans. We are all heart-led people, and I hope when your business grows, this part of you will not go away, because otherwise that part of you, at least that's my opinion, was never in the business connection anyway. So, full moon, let's bring that into the intention of today's live stream. What I wanted to start with, because I was connecting into today's energy and it felt like lots of energy. And either you can feel it or you don't. It's not good or bad. But I wanted to clear the energy a bit. And, well, worst case scenario, you will feel like being to a massage and just feel better in the body. So that's the worst thing that can happen. And we all love our massages. So close your eyes for a moment. And if you are in a place where you can't close your eyes, that's okay too. Just receive the energy. And I want you to really set the intention that your energy is yours and that you recollect your energy. You don't have to know where your energy has been on this Saturday morning, last night. Just get it back. Be with your own breath. Welcome yourself into this moment. Really anchor your feet into the earth. Deep, deep, and a little deeper. Take up lots of space. Today is about rewriting your story, and when we rewrite stories, we need space. And send all the energy of your head, send it down. Let's clear all the energy that's too much ego, too much fear, control, lack, just let it go. We clear the throat, just let it go. Gift yourself the fullest expression of your voice, of your truth, of your love. Down to your belly. All your past experiences. It's all good. But your soul is bigger than this. So whatever the full moon is bringing up, trust it and let all the energetic heaviness go. Just let it go. All the way down, through your legs, through your feet, and set the intention that you feel the power of your body, your inner power, your inner trust, your inner strength. And open up, open up, open up. And take a last breath in. And out. And you can open your eyes and come back into this moment. Today is all about rewriting your story. To rewrite a story, to say to ourselves, I will walk no matter my past, no matter the stories, no matter the projections, no matter the thoughts, no matter what everyone in my inner circle says. I will walk from my heart, I will walk from intuition, I will walk in my own alignment. This will ask your trust in you, trust in spirit, trust in whatever it is, trusting your soul over anything else. Because especially if you are going to rewrite a story, and maybe you can already think about what it is that you want to rewrite. And this can be, I will name one of my examples a little later, and that's based on past relationships, toxic relationships patterns. And then my soul said, but I want the love story of a lifetime. That's what I want. I want to feel the love story of a lifetime. And throughout these years, looking back, I always had this song. I don't know who sings it, but the song is about, I want to know what love is. I believe it's foreigner, but I don't know for sure. I want to know what love is. And that has been in my past when I was experiencing all these interesting relationships. Every time this song came back, this line came back, in typical moments, this one sentence came back. Till the moment where I felt I want to experience the love story of a lifetime. With a past of interesting relationship patterns, it asks all the trust to follow the soul if the soul says, but now we are ready for the love story of a lifetime. Because it's not only then, well, relationships are hard work, I see many relationships that don't work, everything you see outside yourself. But I also had my past self, my own experiences, and really having to tell myself and trusting my soul that this was the way that I want to go now. No matter what happened, no matter what the beliefs are or the stories I see around me, but this is the journey we are going to take, no matter what. And saying that, what's your story that you will rewrite today? It's full moon, so I couldn't have picked this better, if I say so myself. So what is it? What is it that you are going to rewrite? Where are you going to say, no matter my past experiences, this is what I want now? This is what I see her having, for example. This is what I see her having. I think looking at other women, at least that's always how I felt it. Since the moment I started my business, seeing another woman do something that inspired me or triggered me, always invited me to feel, if she can do it, so can I. And maybe I want to do some things differently. Maybe I have to grow in some things. Maybe I have to invest. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I have to do that. But if she can have it, so can I. And what is it that you either want to rewrite from past experiences, or you want to rewrite from inspiration? What is it? You don't have to share. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. Just take it into your own intention and really feel into it for a moment. This is what I'm stepping into. Hello, full moon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for clearing all of these energies out of my body. I trust you. Flow through me. I don't resist. I trust. Use me for the higher good. I think especially when we rewrite stories, to me it's always helpful to connect into my soul, because my soul is not afraid of the path that we will be walking. She is the one telling me anyway. So really tapping into the soul and setting the intention, please use me for the higher good. And my higher good is in the best interest of everyone around me. The highest good for me is the highest good for everyone. I think especially for women who are afraid to do things wrong, to do things against other people by choosing themselves. Choosing you is always the best for everyone around you. If you choose from the heart, even if it triggers people, and I think if we want to grow in business, if you want to grow past 6 figures, I think that's the biggest lesson that I learned. You have to be available for triggering people. And triggering people is not a bad thing, because so many times people, for example, left my email list and came back. People projected on me and bought from me after that. People left my world and people bought a VIP day. People projected on me and people bought a program. So I think growing past 6 figures is really doing that. Feeling the trust in expressing your highest truth. Feeling your trust in walking your soul's path. And you don't know, the soul is always, the soul is just telling us we will go from Maastricht to Amsterdam. That's what we will do. But being in Maastricht, you will only get as much information as going to Roermond, for example. What is it? Half an hour from, maybe 45 minutes from Maastricht? You are not going to get the whole story from Maastricht to Amsterdam. That's up to you. That's the experience. It's the same as watching a movie. I heard that this morning and I found it really interesting. It makes it really clear. If you knew the exact movie, you don't want to watch the movie. At least I don't. There are not many movies that I watch more than once. So if you would know the whole story, you wouldn't go. Because you already had the experience. You already know everything. And if we are in despair, or if we find ourselves at the beginning of a path, we want to know how the story will go. Please give me some more information. Please give me a sign. That's also such a thing from Shadow. You are your own sign. A woman in her power, a woman leading from the heart in her power, is her biggest sign. The things you think from intuition, the things you know, that's your sign. Waiting for a sign. It's the little girl going on a woman's journey. It's the princess wanting to be a queen. It's the girl having to grow up into her mother energy, from maiden to mother. And just see yourself at the beginning of this today, of this masterclass, see yourself as the queen, as the woman who trusts herself, the woman who is willing to go first, the woman who rewrites her story no matter what, the woman who knows her success is inevitable, because it is. If our soul says so, it's always inevitable. Always. Your success will happen, and looking back, everything was perfectly orchestrated. Because you always know, think about one of the things that you experienced. Looking back, it was all working out anyway. All these moments when you said, oh, I don't know what to do. When you felt the despair, when you felt the fear, when you felt the feeling of wanting to give up. Looking back, it was all working. And if you can make it any easier on yourself in rewriting your stories, is feeling this, trusting life, really trusting life works for you, really trusting everything is working out. Even though I can't see it at the moment, everything is working out, and it's just up to me to take the next step. Oh, but I don't know the next step. You know the next step. If you trust that everything is always working out, you know the next step. You always know the next step. Without the triggering parts, people wouldn't come back because that was exactly what they needed, what they came for. Yes, exactly that, because that's what it is. And I'll rewrite that story for myself. Good for you. That will bring you all the money you desire. Well, in a way it does, because we are always so busy with trying to please people, at least if we are in this maiden feminine. And in a way, when we are in our up level, we really have to watch that we don't step back into our older self, because that's what we know. That's what we are used to. But growing, and for example, growing from 10K to 100K, you will disappoint people. You will be someone's villain. You will be the one who, you will hurt someone's feelings. You will have to let someone go. You will have to let friendships end. You will have to be the one willing to hurt someone's feelings, and not that we have to hurt someone's feelings. I'm not saying that. Definitely not. But there is a difference in living the lifestyle where you are willing to repair and to say sorry, or the lifestyle where you are living not wanting to say sorry, just being occupied with everyone's feelings. And you can't be the one for everyone. And that's what we all know. That's what we all know. No one, you don't even like everyone. So stop trying to be the one for everyone, because you can't. Fire will be too big for some people in the moment that you are in your biggest fire, in your most powerful medicine, in your most loving medicine. It will be too big for some people at the moment. And if they don't want to look at their own shadow, or it's not their moment, they will have to project on you. They have no other way. Because if they don't, they have to say, oh, I acknowledge the medicine and I will go work on myself. I will take the medicine and I will let it help me. I will let it guide me on my path. But if they are not ready, or if they are not willing to, they have to project on you. And that's okay. Know that that's okay. So, looking back at rewriting stories, I think one of the most important ones for me was when I went from 20K in debt to over 100K in savings. And I never imagined, especially not being in that debt. And why do I want to bring in debt? Because I want to clear the shadow and, especially clear the shadow and guilt around debt. Because if I didn't experience 20K in debt, that moment in my life was the moment that I felt money is different than other people see it, because a lot of people said to me, your life is over now, you should take a job, you should do this, you should do that, and I didn't feel it. My intuition told me money is different than that people see it. I still remember that moment. I was laying in my bed feeling bad about all these things that people said to me, and that I shouldn't go out to dinner, because I still went out to dinner. I felt intuitively that my pleasure was needed to heal this journey. And looking back to all my journeys, pleasure was needed. Pleasure in that moment meant to me still going to dinner every now and then. I wasn't going to dinner every week, but I was going to dinner every now and then. That €100 I could have used to pay off my loan, but I felt that I shouldn't. And in that transmission, because it's all transmissions, I learned that money is energy, money needs our pleasure, money needs our love, and money especially needs us to invest in ourselves, to trust ourselves, and to let everything go, all the projections and all the guilt and all the shadow around money, and to really bring pleasure in. I think pleasure and sexual healing, so working with your sexual energy, is healing for everything. It healed my debt, it healed my grief, it healed my past relationships patterns, it healed all the fears and shadows that I had to go through while being pregnant of Luca after the stillbirth of Anna Sophia. Pleasure, celebrating yourself, and really activating your inner fire, even when you don't feel like doing it, maybe especially when you don't feel like doing it, is what saves you, is what brings you forward on your journey. And of course, going from 20k in debt to over 100k in savings is not something that I did overnight. Please let me say that. I think that's one of the things we should do. We should focus on our own moment in our own journey and just use someone else's success as the spot on the horizon, something to focus on, something to stay in connection with. But don't think that this journey went overnight, because I don't believe in overnight success. I know a lot of people in this industry in the Netherlands, Belgium, and international, and nobody succeeded overnight or in an instant or in 3 steps. So that being said, healing my money journey was also what healed me in my relationship patterns, because that also came from intuition. I was still in that relationship, and it was as if something said to me, you are worthy of being and living your love story of a lifetime. And I thought, fuck, this is not the love story of a lifetime. This is far from the love story of a lifetime. And I think that portal really showed me the importance of being willing to rewrite our story and to focus on whatever it is that our intuition gave us. The first thing, Cindy, you are worthy of being in the love story of a lifetime, of experiencing this, of feeling so seen, of feeling so loved. Yeah, but I'm not here now, so nothing. You are not here now, but I will bring you to where you want to be. And this is the same if your intuition says to you, I want to have 10k months. Yeah, but I'm only earning 500 euros now. Take my hand and I will get you to 10k months. Not me. Well, if your soul says that I am the one who has to help you, but then your soul will say so. Your soul will bring you from 500 euros to 10k months. Your soul lead the way. And do we need people for that? Yeah, but then you will know. Then you will know who is that one for you. I had to leave that relationship. Leaving that relationship meant that I had no home. I was looking for homes in the south of the Netherlands and I didn't find a home. I could have stayed. That was easier. That would have, no, it wasn't easier, but from shadow, I would have think, oh, that's easier. Because who with a multi-6-figure business, because I was already earning multi-6 figures at the moment, and who wants, as a CEO of my business, having to manage the business with a small child, I believe Finn was 5, but I'm not really sure, moving across the country, because that's what my intuition said. My intuition said, leave that home. I went to a vacation park, how do you say that, with these little vacation homes. And that's an important part too, because that was something I was not willing to do. When I left Finn's dad, I went to a vacation home, and being in this second relationship, I really felt I am not willing to do that ever again. I was looking for homes to buy, to rent, whatever, and I didn't get any one of them. And all I thought, I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not going to tell. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And that's exactly what I needed to do. I had to leave. I had to throw the shoes away, how they say, before I had new ones. And are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do just that? Because that's what I had to do in rewriting my story. What is it? Maybe that's a good thing to think for yourself while we are in it at the moment anyway. What are you not willing to do? What are you not willing to do? To experience, to feel? For example, my intuition tells me I have to leave this relationship. Yeah, but I'm not willing to have the children have to grow up without their mom and dad being together. But your intuition says that that's the way. Then that's the thing you will have to do. Your intuition says there is another journey in this life for you than being in the corporate job that you are in now. Yeah, but I'm not willing to leave my job. I'm not willing to leave with that uncertainty of not knowing where my money will come from. I'm not willing. What you're not willing to do, at least you must be willing to give up not willing. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. But it doesn't always mean, because there have been things that I'm not willing to do, that I wasn't willing to do. And being willing to do it anyway doesn't always mean that that's how it will go. Because it hasn't always been that I had to do what I wasn't willing to do. Again, I hope it makes sense. But what is it that you don't want to feel, that you don't want to experience, what you don't want to go into, what you don't have to, what you don't want to decide? What are these things? Know them. And especially in this full moon energy, again, this day is perfect for things like these. Feel in your heart, open yourself to be willing. Be willing to do just that. Be willing to experience just that. Sometimes it's also being willing to be alone, if that's what it takes. Wanting a relationship, but I don't want to be hurt. Be willing to be hurt. Be willing to date 20 bad people, to be married to your amazing man. Whatever it is, what you have to do. That's the same as I want to grow the business, but I'm not willing to work with people. Be willing. I'm not willing to try. Be willing to try 20 times. If that means that you will be successful the 21 time, whatever. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. Be willing. Be willing to not be perfect, because I think perfection is a thing as well. Perfection holds you from the perfection that's already yours in energy. Stop trying to be perfect. I had to move the country because my intuition said, when I was in this vacation home, go see that house. You can buy that house. That will be your house. That was what my intuition said. It was on the other side of Holland. I went from intuition. I think that was one of the biggest steps in my life, moving with Finn. And then on the day I wanted to visit the house, my intuition said, it's not your house, but you had to be here. I went to see the house anyway. And as much as I wanted it to be my house, the house that I could buy, it wasn't my house. And here I was in the north of Holland, houseless in a way. My intuition led me every step of the way. It was so perfectly aligned. The signs were perfect, but it required immense trust and moving in chaos, moving from imperfection, not knowing it all. I think chaos is also something, chaos and messy is something that women try to prevent as much as possible. But look at children. Everything they learn is messy and chaotic. They don't learn in perfect silence. At least not my child. So embrace those qualities as well, because they are qualities. Just society says that it's not. It's chaotic, it's too much, it's too wild. It's whatever it is that people project on it. It's too. But I got my house. I got my own perfect house. And that house was perfect because in that house I could write, I think 75% of the book that I'm writing. In that house, I found my husband. In that house, we were amazingly happy. In that house was perfection in that moment. But if I hadn't been willing to go on my own heroine's journey, I always think, my underground journey, if I wasn't willing to be that, to do that, to take action from that place of not knowing it all, action from trust, deep trust, then I wasn't where I am now. And that's the same with Luca's pregnancy after Anna Sophia's stillbirth, because we were pregnant earlier than I would have ever expected. And being pregnant after losing a child at the last minute, because she died 6 hours before her birth, so that was really intense. And that pregnancy, Luca's pregnancy, was 37 weeks and 2 days. And there have been many dark parts in that pregnancy. But what his transmission, because I really see it as a transmission and an immense loving portal, what he learned me is that we can always trust, that we can always rewrite our stories, as long as we choose love and trust, always. And that wasn't always easy, because there has always been a voice at the back of my mind saying, what if I will lose him too? And that wasn't for me. What I felt was, what if I lose him too, and Finn has to experience this again? What will he grow up with? I knew that I would survive. In the moment I didn't know how, of course. But I didn't want my child to experience that again, because he was so looking forward to his sister, and then his sister died. And going through this portal and still choosing life, still choosing love, I told some things about that yesterday, and I'm not going into that again today. But especially also with my business is a big part of what helped me going through that. And not from going into the business to bypass. No, going into the business because my business is my passion. I truly love my clients. My one-on-one clients are my soulmate clients. Going into the business, going into my writing, showing up on social media again, sharing at the end of the pregnancies, because I took time for that. I could have thought, part of me thought, I'm going to share about this pregnancy every step of the way. And still I experienced and I really felt the intuitive nudge, not yet, not yet, not yet. And that's okay too, I think. We have our moments when we are too much in the moment, and it's still too much our own journey to share about it. But being in business, don't let this be your, oh, okay, then I don't have to share about it yet. Because there are other things that you can share about. I could share about money. I could share about attracting soulmate clients. I could share about love and relationships. Just this part that I can share about now, I didn't share about in these first months. But there came a moment that I felt, okay, now I'm willing to let people in. But again, the moment I did that, I felt, what if I will look like a fool? What if I am the one helping women, empowering women to live their dream, and I would be the one who loses 2 children? How am I going to do that? What will my business be about then? What will I teach people? We all have crazy minds, of course. crazy thoughts. And I trusted my intuition because my intuition said go. And I did it anyway. And it felt fucking vulnerable. Because saying again, hey, this is Luca, meet Luca, we are pregnant again. It opened so much joy in people. But it also to me felt, what if I will lose him again? And now it wasn't just me in my home. What if I will lose this child too? It was also me on social media in my newsletter saying, okay, I'm walking this journey and I don't know how this will go. And this feels fucking vulnerable. And I trust and I feel the baby. And when I connect with the baby, he's saying that everything is okay. But up till 3 days before Anna Sophia died, because I knew, in a way, looking back, I knew we both had signs that she would die, both me and my husband. Looking back, not in that moment, looking back. But also then, it was walking the journey anyway, because otherwise my intuition would have told me differently. I think looking back, if we have to experience a big loss like that, it's the same with ending relationships, and it's far from the same, let me say that. But when you end a relationship, you know before the moment you close the door and you're gone. You are being prepared. And I think with looking back with Anna Sophia, that was the same again also. Because hanging her little dresses, and I had so many dresses, hanging her dresses in the closet, there was a moment I had a voice, she's never going to wear them. But that's something you push away. And it's good because I would have never wanted it to go differently than it has been. But we are being prepared in good and bad things. Because life is about loss and wins and good and bad. And good and bad is not even the right description, but you get what I mean. About light and dark. Nothing in nature is always going in this way or this way. There is no such thing. And I think that's one of the shadows of this industry, is that your journey will go like that. Now your journey will go like this, maybe even more, just like seasons. And it's also up to you to really open yourself for all of that. Because even your lowest lows, and that doesn't even honor her how I say this now, but okay. It will teach you so much. It will open up so much love. That's what I will always say and what I will always stand for. It opens up so much love. And if I hadn't been prepared to walk this second pregnancy of Luca, if I hadn't have done that as I did it, I wouldn't have been the mom that I am now. Because I think I went through so much, not went through, but looked at and healed in that pregnancy. Everyone in the first week said, I can't imagine that you were doing so good. You look so amazing. You this, you that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I went to hell and back already. That was the journey. And it's not, I'm not saying that are all the journeys, but in that case, I did my healing. I invited my support in. I so doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on support. I had a doula. I had an energetic healer. I had my one-on-one coach. I had my mastermind. I had women supporting me. Because I truly believe if we are quantum leaping, and quantum leap is going from 500 euros to 10K. And I'm saying this example because I did it for many, I helped many women growing from there to there, from 10 to 100K, from 1,000 to 10, from 500 to 5,000, from 5,000 to 12.5, from whatever it is, bring me your desire and I can help you quantum leap. But doing that, you have to let yourself be supported, because no woman can go through it alone. And no, we can go through it alone. But why do I say we can't? Because you shouldn't have to. If I had to go through this pregnancy all by myself, I wouldn't have been the mom that I am now to him. And we have the most easiest baby now. He is such a perfect boy, because all babies are perfect, so I'm not saying that, but this all goes so easy. But looking back, I think because we let it be how it was all welcome. The darkness, the love, everything. I think that's part of the biggest journey. Don't bypass your darkness. Don't bypass the difficulties. Just open up your heart over and over again. Let in support and go through it. Walk. If I would have said, because I felt right away the day after, I still remember the day after she died, I stood under the shower and I felt I want to be pregnant again. And I thought, no fucking way. I don't want this. And the second day I felt it again. I want to be pregnant again. And I told my husband, and he said, I don't know if I want that again. I don't know if I can do that again. That's what he said. I don't know if I can do that again. And this is the same, and it's far from the same, but it is the same. If you created a product and business, and you created it from intuition, and it fails, and it felt so fucking good, and you felt 30 people in it, for example, and only one person comes, or 2 person can come, or nobody comes. That feels fucking like crap. It doesn't, you can't say that there is anything right in that, and there is. Because if you feel I want to grow into 10k months, and it seems like you're not succeeding, you are. You are succeeding if you keep showing up. But what you have to go through is learning the 10k lessons. Because I am a totally different mom now than I was with Finn 8 years ago. Why? Because I went through all the lessons. I felt 10k in my business, my first 10k month. I felt that earlier than I got it. I had to learn the 10k lessons. Did anything go wrong? No. Was there always money? Yes, because I built my business to 6 figures while being alone. There was nobody to save me. I had to let my inner princess die. There was nobody there to save me. So my princess had to die. Letting my princess die, I think, was the one thing that led me to 10k months. Are you willing to learn the lessons to get what you want? And really feel into this with your story that you want to rewrite today, because you really have to declare this part. I am willing to learn the lessons that are needed. Because there will be moments on your journey that you, consciously or subconsciously, say, I'm not willing to learn the lesson. Go fuck yourself, universe. I'm not learning this lesson. I'm not. But what I always say, my women, these moments that we don't want, they are often a maximum of 3 days. Because if you think about the Persephone journey, the underground journey, it's 3 days. She's here, wanting to discover. On the first day, going into the underground. Second day, coming up. Hello, I had my journey. 3 days. What are 3 days on a month? What are 3 days on a year? That's what I always tell my clients. And let me tell you this. I will tell them that it are only 3 days. But the first day is not really a bad day. The second day, when you're in the underground, if you are willing to keep your heart open, and especially when they are in a one-on-one support container, there is nothing wrong because you have your support. But you have to go through something. There is a part of you that has to die. There is a part of you that you have to leave behind. The code that has to go off. And then, third day, hello, here we are again. In the light. So how bad is this? It's one day. Yeah, it's 3 days of a bit of uncertainty. But it's just one day. And that's what I told myself in this deep portal of Luca's pregnancy. I said, it will be a maximum of 3 days in. 3 days. No longer. And it was just one day. It was my own medicine over and over and over and over again. It was always just one day. And in that day, I had my support and there was nothing wrong. Yeah, I had to feel feelings. I had to feel intenser energy. But if you ask me, lots of entrepreneurs want more money. And for more money, I need to let go of lack. I need to learn the lessons of lack. I need to learn to get myself from lack to abundance. No, you don't. If you just get yourself from lack to abundance, you will get abundance, but you will not hold abundance. And learn it, please, for me, who went from deep lack to abundance. You have to be willing to hold more feelings. Because money is just energy. So you have to be willing to let yourself experience big energy. Yeah, but I'm sensitive. Yeah, me too. I'm sensitive too. Before this live stream, I felt everything. That's why I started with a clearing energy. For all of us, but also for this one. We feel big feelings every now and then. But that's also the thing that brings you your biggest quality. That's the thing that will gift you your intuition. And yes, for that, we have to feel shadow. Feel it, not be it. Feel it. Be the fucking channel. For light and for shadow. That's what priestesses did. You let it move through your body. And in our reality, this means watching Netflix and feeling all the feelings. For example, going for a walk and feeling all the feelings. Sitting at home, putting on the music you love and just telling yourself, this is just feelings, nothing more. I will trust, I will be who I want to be, I will be her now, and it will all pass, and it will. It always will. But you are not giving your power away. Even in these moments, you will see yourself as fucking powerful because that's who you are. You are power. You are powerful. And that's something to think about now. Where did you give your power away? Where, to whom did you give your power away? And feel into that one for yourself. Because if we will know, you don't always know. But if I ask you the question, and maybe you have to close your eyes for a moment, where did you give your power away? Did you give your power away to your dad? Take it back. I gave my power away to my boss. Take it back. I left my power in past relationships. Take it back. I gave my power away to social media. Take it back. Where did you give your power away? I let my inner princess take my power. Take it back. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back. And just open your heart for that for a moment. And reclaim your power. Because you have your intuition, your desires. Those are leading the way. And a woman often has the tendency to say, oh, just give me that. Yeah, but I'm good at what I do, so I will just stay. yeah, this man is loving too, so I will just stay. But what if your intuition, not ego, intuition, is telling you there's something better? There is something better already around you. Luca was already around me. Not that he's better than Anna Sophia, but you know what I mean. Luca was there. He was telling me the next day, Mommy, I want to be with you. You have to get pregnant again. Desire, I want to be pregnant. Planted in the heart. What is your desire? And where do you have to take your power back? I don't know if that will be enough money. You gave your power away to money. That's something that I decided when I was building my business. Money will never have power over me. Why am I saying this? Because 3 months after I started my business, I got pregnant. There was a lot of pregnancy stories in this one, I guess. 3 months after I left corporate, I got pregnant from Finn. And that felt fucking scary. So I went to a hotel. I could work there for 2 days. Poor silly little Cindy thought that that was a good idea. But it wasn't. And I got sick. Ta-da. Surprise. So I got this money that you get when you're pregnant and you're also sick. But then they said, you have to give up your business and let us help. And if you want to get the monthly money, you have to give up your business and let us help you start a business, because those are the rules. But I thought, what the fuck? I already have a website. I already have a blog. I already have a newsletter. I was starting all this, but hey, I had it. Yeah, but those are not the rules. If you want our money, you have to follow the rules. And I said to my partner at the time, how fucking crazy is this? If you want the money, you have to let us help you start a business. Yeah, but you don't have to help me all the way. I already have a business. Yeah, but we can't do that. You have to start from scratch and go with us through this journey. What the fuck? And I really felt in that moment, even though it was 800 euros a month, take the money. Take the money. There is no way that I am going to destroy everything that I built from the heart. And that was my start. I wanted to help women follow their heart no matter what. Take your money. And that felt fucking scary, but I thought there is no money that will have that power over me, because I can never build it up again the way I have now. I can't. So take your money, and I will go this journey again. And that's what I did. And why am I telling this? Because it always works out. Because there was 800 euros less every month. But I didn't have to live a different lifestyle. I just had to follow my intuition and do what my intuition said. The same as going out of debt to abundance. Letting go. What not many are willing to let go. But don't let anything have power over you. And move from intuition. And there was always enough money. If I followed my nudges, there was always enough money building my business. When I left Finn's dad, I only had 1,500 euros every month. That wasn't much, because my rent was 900 euros, the house that I found. You should go back to corporate. You should take a job. Find another job then. But my intuition said, no, you don't. You just have to trust and take every step. And that's what I did. I followed my intuition, taking the home, finding the new home. The home that I found, the 900 euro home, the moment I visited the house, I shook the lady's hand and she let the keys fall. and they fell on my feet. And I just asked the universe before shaking the hand, please give me a sign, because that was who I was at the moment. I was still, please give me a sign. And we can still do that. I just don't want you to think that you have to wait for signs over and over again, because you are your biggest sign. And I asked the universe, please let me feel that this is my home the moment I take the first step into the home. And the moment I set foot in the house, my whole energy expanded. I could feel myself open up. And that was amazing. And that was the house, because I lived there for 1.5 years, and it was amazing. And I built the business from 1,500 to 10K in that period. And if I listened to everyone else, from love or from shadow, whatever it is that they said, I would have taken a job, because it's not safe. If you trust yourself and if you are willing to put in the work, because that's what I want to say today too. I didn't get it just by leaning back, leaning into my feminine all fucking day long. We are women, and I am a woman in my softness, with an open heart. I concentrate on my body feeling soft. But I also have masculine energy, and you do too. And if we really feel into feminine energy, the feminine leads. So the feminine takes the first step. The feminine trusts. The feminine isn't always like, what is it? Kuan Yin, Aphrodite, and even those goddesses have this other aspect as well. But you have Kali, you have Persephone, you have all these other war goddesses, you have fucking powerful, even Mary Magdalene was fucking powerful. Isis, lots of energy, big wings, not Isis with little wings. No, these statues of Isis, I don't know if you see them, but she has big fucking wings. It's not just, oh, I'm Isis and I'm in my feminine. No, she takes up space. Look at these statues. She takes up space. So take up your space. And if you feel into that today, what is one action that you feel, because we spent more than an hour now, well, maybe an hour if you take off that I had to get my laptop, but really feel into the action that you take from today. Because we can come here and be activated, and if you are in the replay and you listen to this and you let yourself being activated and you lean into this energy and you think during the live stream, oh yeah, she's so right and I'm going to do this, or you think she's not right, but okay, she's right. Yeah, I hear everything, nice quotes, nice stories. Oh, good for her. But what is it for you? What is your step today? What's your portal? We are in summer. And summer is about rosé and beach and barbecue and vacation and lots of fun. Dresses, skirts, everything. But it's also about going into your journey. That's what the summer is about. The summer is what the winter opened in us and what we have to let bloom. Now, I didn't name this 3-day journey a bloom again without reason. What are you willing to let this bloom again energy in? What is your bloom again moment? And you don't have to tell me, or you can send me the email, send me the DM if you want. I always read them myself. What are you tuning into? What is your action from today? And if you feel into this inner Isis and your inner soul, your soul, your inner being, your inner queen, what can you do more of? What is it that you want to do more of? And invite yourself into exactly that. Go take action under this fucking beautiful full moon. I believe it's a strawberry full moon, but I don't know. I don't always remember the names and the things. But it's full moon. We are clearing out and we are welcoming in. What are you clearing out and welcoming in? What do you want and know intuitively that's yours? What is it? What's your story? What's your next story that's already drawing you in now? And you have free will. You don't have to do everything your intuition says. But if you're like me, you would prefer intuition over everything every day. Because there is nothing that can lead you so powerful and so loving, even in the moments that we feel despair and that we don't want to show up. But there is nothing so loving as your own intuition. So what are you opening up the heart for today? We cleared the energy. You took back your power. And what is it that you are going to do from here? I'm taking back my power, taking my space and letting more feelings in. And I think that's the last part, because I am talking from the place where I am now. But I think if you knew me 10, 15 years back, I was married when I was 28. And it was my husband at the time. He no longer lives, but it was my husband at the time that introduced me into spirituality. I wasn't all about spirituality. I was fucking spiritual and intuitive. But I didn't know. He took me to this medium. And I was more like, but she said some really on point stuff. And there I had to get out of my high horse and just say, thank you. Thank you for showing me the way. And that was my initiation in spirituality. But I was really black and white. I was afraid of the full moon. There have been so many moments that I was afraid of the full moon. I was always afraid that something bad would happen to me. What do I have to feel today again? What do I have to feel? That was what I was afraid of. But we grow up. We grow up spiritual. And the moment we are willing to let ourselves feel more feelings is the moment you open up your universe. Because I couldn't have experienced the love I am experiencing now in my life if I hadn't been willing to let in all the feelings. Because leaving that relationship that I was talking about in this live stream was intense, with moments being alone with Finn, still leading the business, having him 24/7 around me, was a lot at that moment in business. But looking back, it already was a lot when I was building the business. And it's just a lot in that moment. And even when things are a lot, because that's, and then I will end, that's the thing I had to heal to multi-six figures. I always said, oh, this is a lot. Oh, this is too much. That was me. I still hear my coach say, I still remember her Voxer where she said, Sin, please go replay all these Voxers that you've sent these last weeks and hear yourself. Listen to yourself how often you say, it's too much. It's too much. This is a lot. Because the moment I said, it's too much, this is a lot, I closed the energy. Because it isn't too much. That's what she learned me and what I teach all my clients. Opening up and opening the heart, that's what Anna Sophia learned me when she died. Opening the heart when it's fucking intense is safer. And it's not only safer, it heals. Because these intense moments, that's also why I never believe a woman who said, oh, I've cried for 3 days. Oh, this was such an intense week. Yeah, you closed yourself off. if you opened yourself earlier, it would have been easier. Yeah, but it's fucking intense. It's a lot. Yeah, but if you opened yourself, yeah, but these are a lot of stories. You don't know what's happening in my life. Come back. I can only tell you this because this has been my medicine over and over again. There is no such thing from soul that is too much. That is a lot. Your soul doesn't think like that. It's your human little princess self. And I just said I experience it too. We all do. But growing your business, and it's not only growing your business, it's also growing in your relationship. Let your relationship be as loving and passionate as you feel possible. In motherhood, oh, my child is so much. Oh, it's too much. Open the heart. Open the heart, clear the cords. Yeah, but I can't clear the cord with my child. Yes, you can. Clear these intense cords. You're not clearing the cord with your child. And reality check, it has already clear cuts at birth. There is no cord. Yeah, there is the invisible cord. But that's from light. That's from soul to soul. Not from, oh, it's intense. It's too much. Don't. In those moments, let yourself feel all the feelings and do what you know best. Some women are water priestesses, some women are fire priestesses, some women are writers, just like me. My medicine is in my writing. Some women are deep feelers, and also these women know it's too much, but go within. Because if you truly felt and if you went into your heart, there is always this safety. There is always this place at 12:12 that opens everything up again. Because that's the moment when you open yourself up and you bloom again. And rewriting our stories, this is what we have to do. Take your power back, like Dagmar said. Take your power back. Take your space. Really open up your space. Open up your space also as a business, because lots of these businesses are energetically closed. The first thing I will always take my clients through when, oh, I don't have any clients. I don't have the clients I want. Please clear that energy as well. Open up the business. Yeah, but the business is open. I'm doing all the things. I'm working every day. Yeah, but the business is energetically closed. You have so many energetic boundaries from fear. Do you even want to be in the business yourself? Same with money. Money, money, money. But money doesn't want to be with you the way you are about money now at this moment. Do you even want to be with yourself at this moment? And again, clear the shame, clear the guilt, clear all the things, but open up. So, what's the one action that you take from today, and what can you do more of? Or maybe less, because if you are like me and you had to heal, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much, then do less of that. Do less of that, and welcome yourself in a clearer space. Tell yourself less stories. Women are so full of stories all the time. Tell yourself less stories. Cut yourself off at the beginning of the sentence. It doesn't mean that your mind brings you a sentence that you have to finish every fucking sentence. Cut it all. So, let's leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed part 2. Tomorrow we will be back. Same day. Same full moon, but one day further. Yeah, let's see. Tomorrow is about dealing with the fears when we move on this journey. And part of it has already been in today's live stream. But tomorrow we'll go a bit deeper. Tomorrow I will invite you into the new program, the 3-month program. But just as yesterday, and 2 of you, one in the replay, one from the internet said yes to this program, and I love it. If I tune into this program, it's a really loving, fierce energy. Oh, starting with poems again. Oh, I love poems. Start writing. Yes, yes, yes. Back to the program. If you feel that you want to be in this program or want to be in my world, just send me a DM, because I always honor if you come from desire and come from intuitive knowing. And this is not me asking your yes blindly, because I will tell you all about it. If you reach out to me, I will tell you all about it before tomorrow, and I will give you an extra bonus, because that's what I always do. And the ones who said yesterday, who said yes, will also get this bonus, so don't worry. Because I want to honor your inner being that is willing to go first before she even knows anything. The woman who wants to go from intuition. The woman who wants to travel from trust. Because in my experience, in these 8 years in business, in my own portals and guiding all these women in business, this is the best quality. So let me know. I will tell you all about it. And if you feel a no, then no biggie. It's all okay. But if you are doubting, reach out. We will talk a bit about it. I will feel into it with you. And if you say yes, I will have an amazing bonus for you. So, thank you so much. I will cut myself off now because I see it's already 12:20. Have an amazing Saturday, and we will be back tomorrow. So thank you so much. And if you are watching the replay, thank you for being in the replay. Thank you so much. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.